Welcome back to Who Died Today News Channel. 5 stars have dimmed in our sky this month, leaving behind constellations of memories that will shine forever. In today's episode, we honor a bass legend who revolutionized rock, a resilient Kennedy who championed justice, television's greatest jungle king, a Mexican baseball hero, and the original voice of one of metal's most iconic bands. Join us as we remember these extraordinary lives. If their stories touch your heart, hit that like button to help us keep their memories alive. Let's begin our journey of remembrance. Phil Lesh, 1940 to 2024. The bass revolutionary who helped define an era the music world lost one of its most innovative voices when Phil Lesh, the legendary bassist of Grateful Dead, took his final bow on October 25, 2024, at age 84. But what a symphony of life he conducted before that final note. Born in Berkeley, California, Lesh wasn't just a bassist. He was a musical alchemist who transformed the role of bass guitar in rock music. "I never wanted to just play the root notes," he once said. "I wanted the bass to sing." And sing it did, weaving through Grateful Dead's improvisational journeys like a melodic serpent, creating a sound that would influence generations. Before becoming a cornerstone of the Dead, Lesh studied trumpet and composition at the University of California, bringing a classical musician's mindset to rock and roll. This unique background helped him craft bass lines that were more like counter melodies than traditional rhythm parts, earning him a spot among rock's most innovative bassists. Jerry Garcia once remarked, "Phil doesn't play the bass like anyone else. He plays the bass like it's a lead instrument, and somehow it works perfectly." This innovative approach helped shape the Dead's signature sound across 3 decades of musical exploration. Ethel Kennedy, 1928 to 2024. The resilient heart of American activism. When Ethel Kennedy passed away on October 10, 2024, at age 96, America didn't just lose a Kennedy. It lost a tireless warrior for human rights whose spirit never dimmed, despite personal tragedies that would have broken most people. Born Ethel Skakel in Chicago, she married into America's most prominent political family, but carved out her own legacy as a fierce advocate for social justice. After the heartbreaking assassination of her husband, Robert F. Kennedy, in 1968, she didn't retreat into shadows. She stepped further into the light, carrying forward his vision for a more just America. Her home, Hickory Hill, became a hub for civil rights discussions, environmental activism, and social change. She raised 11 children while championing causes from anti-hunger initiatives to environmental protection, proving that personal tragedy could fuel rather than diminish one's commitment to making the world better. All right, party people, we've been pouring one out for the legends, but now it's time to crank up the volume and shine a spotlight on a superstar who's still bringing the house down. I'm talking about the one, the only, the incomparable Lady Gaga. This gal's got more talent in her pinky than most of us have in our whole bodies, and she's facing down a silent enemy with the same fierce attitude she brings to the stage. So strap on your poker face, because we're about to go Gaga for Gaga. Lady Gaga, the pop phenomenon who's turning pain into art, born Stephanie Germanotta in 1986 in the Big Apple. Lady Gaga burst onto the scene like a glitter bomb in a corporate meeting. With her outrageous outfits, meet Dress Anyone, and chart-topping hits, she didn't just climb the ladder of fame. She did backflips off it while singing opera. But behind the pyrotechnics and platform heels, Gaga was fighting a battle that would make her poker face slip. In 2017, she revealed she was dealing with fibromyalgia. For those of you who think fibro is a new type of pasta, let me break it down. It's a chronic condition that causes widespread pain and fatigue. It's like your body decided to play all its pain receptors at once, creating a symphony of ouch. Now, some folks might have used this as an excuse to bow out of the limelight. But Gaga, She turned her pain into a headline act. In her Netflix documentary, Gaga 5'2", she gave fans a backstage pass to her struggle with fibromyalgia. No glamour, no glitter, just raw, unfiltered Gaga, dealing with flare-ups between performances. It was like watching a superhero movie, where the villain is invisible and the hero's superpower is sheer willpower. But Gaga didn't stop there. She's used her massive platform, and we're not just talking about her shoes, to raise awareness about fibromyalgia and chronic pain. She's spoken at conferences, shared her experiences on social media, and even had to postpone tours due to her condition. A move that showed her fans that it's okay to put health first. What's really amazing about Gaga's journey is how she's incorporated her struggle into her art. Her album, Chromatica, is like a neon-colored journey through the highs and lows of living with chronic pain. Tracks like 911 Inches dive deep into her experiences with medication and mental health. It's like she's turned the recording studio into a therapy session and invited the whole world to listen in. Gaga's approach to managing her fibromyalgia is about as diverse as her wardrobe. She's tried everything from infrared saunas to ice baths, from acupuncture to good old-fashioned rest. She's been open about her use of medication, therapy, and even the importance of a strong support system. It's like she's building a toolbox for dealing with chronic pain and sharing the blueprints with the world. But here's the thing. Gaga isn't just surviving with fibromyalgia, she's thriving. Since her diagnosis, she's released chart-topping albums, starred in an Oscar-nominated film. A Star Is Born, anyone? Launched a makeup line, and even put together a global concert during a pandemic. It's like she looked at fibromyalgia and said, "Hold my disco stick." Gaga's impact goes way beyond her music and advocacy. She's changing the conversation around invisible illnesses. In a world that often dismisses what it can't see, Gaga's standing up, in 10-inch heels no less, and saying, "Hey, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real." She's giving a voice to millions who feel unseen and unheard. In recent interviews, Gaga's been real about the ongoing nature of her battle. Some days are diamonds, some days are stone. But every day, she's showing up. She talks about the importance of self-care, of setting boundaries, of asking for help when you need it. It's like she's redefining what it means to be a strong woman in the spotlight. So what's the takeaway from Gaga's wild ride? Maybe it's that life's gonna throw you curveballs, but you can still hit them out of the park. Or maybe it's that with enough passion, purpose, and a killer wardrobe, you can face any challenge, and even one that tries to dull your shine. One thing's for sure, Lady Gaga isn't just a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She's a beacon for anyone navigating the stormy seas of chronic illness. She's showing us all that sometimes the most beautiful symphonies come from the most broken instruments. So, what do you think? Has Gaga's journey inspired you to face your own monsters under the bed? Got a favorite Gaga moment that gets you pumped to slay the day? Drop it in the comments, and let's keep this party going. After all, in true Gaga fashion, we were born this way, strong, resilient, and ready to take on the world. Ron Ely, 1938-2024. The icon who brought Tarzan to life and inspired generations. Television's most unforgettable Tarzan, Ron Ely, gracefully swung into eternal rest on October 22, 2024, at the age of 86, leaving behind a legacy that resonates far beyond his iconic jungle calls. Standing at an impressive 64, with remarkable athletic prowess, Ely didn't merely portray Tarzan. He embodied the essence of a character that inspired millions. During his dynamic run as Tarzan from 1966 to 1968, Ely performed his own stunts, defying Hollywood conventions and risking injury to bring authenticity and passion to the role. This dedication came at a personal cost. His rugged portrayal left him with several injuries. Yet Ely was committed to redefining Tarzan, striving to balance the character's primal strength with a unique intellect. "I wanted to show that Tarzan could be both wild and intelligent," he once said, a statement that reveals the depth and dignity he brought to a role often caricatured. What many fans might not know is that Ely was more than just an actor. He was also an accomplished author and game show host, showcasing his versatility and grace both on and off screen. His life's work extended beyond the world of television, as he penned novels and explored diverse roles in the entertainment industry, proving that his talents were as expansive as his heart. Ron Ely's portrayal of Tarzan went beyond entertainment. His Tarzan became a figure of environmental stewardship and courage, inspiring countless viewers to embrace a love for nature and to stand up for what is right. In his passing, we not only mourn the loss of a talented actor, but celebrate the legacy of a man who, for so many, made the wild spirit of Tarzan a source of hope, strength, and integrity. Thank you, Ron, for every leap, swing, and smile. Fernando Valenzuela, 1961 to 2024. The pride of Mexican baseball. When Fernando Valenzuela left us on October 22, 2024, at the too young age of 63, baseball lost more than a legendary pitcher. It lost a cultural icon who changed the face of America's pastime. El Toro burst onto the scene in 1981 with the Los Angeles Dodgers, creating the phenomenon known as Fernandomania. His signature look skyward before each pitch became as famous as his devastating screwball, and he brought an entire community of Mexican Americans to baseball stadiums across the country. In his rookie season, Valenzuela became the first player to win both Rookie of the Year and the Cy Young Award in the same season. But his impact went beyond statistics. He became a symbol of hope and pride for Mexican Americans, proving that dreams know no borders. Paul Di'Anno, 1958 to 2024, the voice that launched Iron Maiden. The metal world grew a little quieter on October 21, 2024, when Paul Di'Anno, Iron Maiden's original vocalist, passed away at 66. But the echoes of his powerful voice will ring through metal history forever. As Maiden's first singer, Di'Anno helped establish the aggressive, punk-influenced style that would set the foundation for one of metal's most influential bands. His raw, powerful vocals on their first two albums, Iron Maiden and Killers, helped define the new wave of British heavy metal. Though his time with Maiden was brief, his influence was permanent. Paul brought a street-level authenticity to our early sound, Steve Harris once noted. He helped establish the blueprint for what Maiden would become. We've been walking down memory lane, but now it's time to shift gears. Let's zoom in on a warrior who's still battling it out in the ring of life. I'm talking about the one, the only, Shannen Doherty. This lady's got more fight in her than a cat in a dog pound. So grab your boxing gloves, because we're about to go a few rounds with a real-life superhero. Shannen Doherty, the 90210 badass who's giving cancer a run for its money, born in Memphis, Tennessee. In 1971, Shannen Doherty burst onto our screens faster than you could say Beverly Hills. She became the Queen Bee of 90210, the witch we love to watch in Charmed, and the sassy voice of reason in Mallrats. But little did we know, her toughest role was yet to come. In 2015, Doherty dropped a bombshell that hit harder than any season finale cliffhanger. She had breast cancer. Now, for those of you who think cancer's just a zodiac sign, let me break it down. It's like your body's cells decided to go rogue and start their own fight club. Not exactly the kind of drama Doherty was used to dealing with on set. But here's where it gets good. Instead of retreating behind closed doors, Doherty decided to make her battle public. She documented her journey on social media, showing the world the raw, unfiltered reality of cancer treatment. Hair loss? She rocked that bald head like it was the hottest fashion trend. Chemo sessions? She turned them into photo ops that would make even the toughest paparazzi tear up. In 2017, Doherty rang the remission bell so hard you could hear it all the way in Beverly Hills. The world cheered, thinking the fight was over. But cancer, like any good TV villain, had a plot twist up its sleeve. In 2020, Doherty revealed that the cancer was back, and this time it was stage 4. For those of you keeping score at home, that's the cancer equivalent of a boss level in a video game. But Doherty? She just grabbed another controller and said, "Game on." Since then, Doherty's been redefining what it means to live with cancer. She's continued working, proving that a cancer diagnosis doesn't mean your life stops. She starred in a couple of Lifetime movies, popped up in the BKH 90,210 reboot, and even found time to advocate for breast cancer research and awareness. But Doherty's impact goes way beyond the screen. She's become a beacon of hope for cancer patients worldwide. Her Instagram is a masterclass in keeping it real. One day she's posting about her latest scan results. The next she's cracking jokes about her chemo brain. It's like following a superhero's diary, except the villain is inside her own body. What's really awesome about Doherty's journey is how she's changed the conversation around cancer. She's shown that it's okay to be scared, to be angry, to have bad days. But she's also shown that it's possible to find joy, to keep dreaming, to stay fabulous even when your body's fighting a war. In recent interviews, Doherty's been open about her fears and her hopes. She talks about wanting to live, to see new cancer treatments developed, about her dreams of growing old. But she also talks about living in the now, about appreciating every moment. It's like she's giving a masterclass in how to live life to the fullest. Cancer be damned. Doherty's also been vocal about the importance of early detection. She's urged her fans to get regular checkups, to know their bodies, to be their own health advocates. It's like she's turned her diagnosis into a PSA, but way cooler, and with better hair, even when she doesn't have any. So what's the takeaway from Shannon's wild ride? Maybe it's that life's gonna throw you curveballs, but it's how you swing that counts. Or maybe it's that with enough sass, class, and a kick-ass attitude, you can stare down any challenge, even one as big and bad as cancer. One thing's for sure, Shannon Doherty isn't just a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She's a North Star for anyone navigating tough times. She's showing us all that sometimes the real blockbusters aren't playing in theaters. They're the stories of everyday people facing extraordinary challenges with grace, guts, and a hell of a lot of spirit. So what do you think? Has Shannon's journey inspired you to face your own battles head-on? Got a favorite Shannon moment that gets you fired up? Drop it in the comments, and let's keep this conversation rolling. After all, in true Shannon style, we're not done fighting yet. Time may take our legends, but it can never erase the magic they created. From the stages of rock, to the fields of justice, from our TV screens, to the baseball diamond, and through the speakers of metal fans worldwide. These 5 stars may have faded, but their light continues to guide us. Drop a heart in the comments for the legend that touched you most. See you in our next tribute, and don't forget to subscribe to honor more extraordinary lives. This is Who Died Today, USA, keeping memories alive.